What's up guys, JB here. Today we're working on defense and counter offense. Defense, one of the most important parts of wrestling that's underutilized, right? I think everyone wants to go out and score points, but when all else is equal and you're wrestling a really tough opponent, it's not likely that you're gonna take them down 3 or 4 times in a single match. You have to be able to defend. I'll talk about my lines of defense. My first line of defense are gonna be my hands. My second is my head. My third are my hips. So here's why. My hands are my first line of defense because I can extend them away from my body, right? And so when I'm wrestling, my hands can be disruptive, right? So it's controlling ties, wrists, underhooks, 2-on-1s, collar tie, keeping them at bay with shoulder pops and pushes. My hands are my first line of defense. They extend, they deflect, they keep them uncomfortable. Second line of defense is my head. So I use my head along with my hands fighting for head position, both sides of the body, which makes it really difficult for him to get a quality shot. So I want to stay in a position where I can keep him turned, uncomfortable, and out of focus. Lastly are gonna be my hips. So if he does happen to sneak underneath of my head and my hands and gets to my legs, that's when we go to our more traditional defense. That's baseline, stuff head, sprawls, go behinds, all the simple things. And so first thing I'm always fighting for is I'm looking for hands inside, and I'm looking to put my head in head position. So when I talk about head position, it means my forehead going into his temple, ear, or neck, right? And so watch me here. Inside ties, so I'm looking to get inside his triceps, inside his shoulder blades. Second is head position. You'll often see most wrestlers in ear to ear. This is 50-50 position. Look what happens when I turn my forehead into his ear, right? It gives me the ability to get access to his legs for all of my shots, but also, and ultimately, it turns his position to where he only has one primary attack, right? And so if I allow him to be straight on with me, he has access to my legs. Watch this subtle turn. Now all of his shots are coming to my right side. This is my strong, dominant hand, lead leg, strong power leg. It makes it really difficult. Even if he does get there, he's gonna have a fight waiting for him. And so head position, here's why it's important. Because I can feel when he releases pressure. I can feel the leverage. I can control the ties, but I also know exactly when he's going to shoot, which gives me help into my defense, but also my counters that are following afterwards. And so we're here, we're down in our stance. Remember, inside ties, head position, subtle turn. Watch, my head goes from shoulder to ear. So now if he does decide to shoot this way, look how easy it is for me to guide him and stay in position. He goes high C to this side. Look how easy it is for me to guide him. One more time. Head stays in position. Hands keep him at bay. So my hands and my head are keeping him at a safe and adequate distance for me to defend, but also to line him up. Now notice he's coming back to his feet after every shot, like a good wrestler would, right back into his stance. In that split second, after guiding him back to his feet, now I go to my attack. I release into my counters. So watch, we're here. Inside tie, head position, subtle turn, holding him off, keeping him at bay. He goes high C, he misses. Watch, as soon as he comes up, I'm lowering my level, dropping into my own shot. Counter, shoot, single. Double. Snap. So I have a lot of different options, but they all come off of him taking a shot, countering his attacks, keeping him off balance and at bay, and making him respect the fact that every time he shoots, there's going to be a counter in return.